Gemini, there is a reason your heart has felt different lately, a reason your spirit goes quiet in the middle of a normal day, as if it's listening for footsteps you can't hear yet, not the footsteps of the past, not the echo of someone who played with your time and called it love, but the steady approach of someone who was written into your story long before you understood what you truly needed. You have carried so much in your head and in your chest at the same time. You have loved people who enjoyed your light, your humor, your brilliance, but never learned how to hold you when your laughter turned into silence. You stayed present for those who took your presence for granted. They loved the convenience of your energy, the way you could lift a mood, solve a problem, translate a feeling into words. Yet they didn't offer you a safe place to land when your own mind got tired. And somewhere along the way, you started to believe that deep, loyal love was something you gave, not something you were meant to receive. But heaven did not build you with a mind that sparks like a constellation and a heart that still believes in connection just to leave you unseen. So if this message already feels oddly personal, subscribe to Astro Gemini now, because when guidance is meant for you, staying connected matters. When that last relationship cracked, when the messages got shorter, when the warmth faded and someone withdrew without giving you the closure your spirit deserved, it wasn't only heartbreak, it was a sacred clearing, a spiritual reset. The love you thought you lost was never powerful enough to destroy you. It was only strong enough to push you closer to what has always been meant for you. You felt that inner shift, the gentle nudge inside you. Your intuition whispered that something was rearranging, that something new was moving. There was a quiet moment when you realized you were no longer interested in begging for affection, decoding mixed signals, or performing a version of yourself just to be chosen. Deep down, you know this now. The right soul recognizes you without requiring you to shrink. You're not making these changes up. You're not being dramatic. You're not too much. Your spirit is picking up on movement in the unseen, like wind changing direction before the storm breaks, like a tide pulling differently before the shoreline even notices. A door is opening, a path is being adjusted, and God is preparing to send someone into your life who does not twist your words, who does not vanish and return like a lesson, who does not drain your energy and call it romance. This person comes with clarity, not confusion, with truth, not hidden motives, with intention, not convenience. They will love you with the same seriousness you've always reserved for the people you truly choose. They will notice how much you carry, how you juggle responsibilities, emotions, ideas, and expectations, often without asking anyone to clap for you. And instead of adding weight to your shoulders, they help you lift it. They won't only say, "I love you." They will prove again and again that your heart is safe with them. But before we go deeper, seal this moment with your own energy. Go to the comments and write, "I am ready for the love chosen for me." Then add your date of birth and your zodiac sign. Not as a ritual for attention, but as a declaration, a spiritual agreement, a way of telling heaven, "I am done with almost love. I am open to real love." Now breathe deeper than you have in days. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let the part of you that is always thinking step back for a moment, because what you are about to hear is not empty comfort. This is for the bright, restless, loyal part of you that still dares to hope. The person you've been praying for is already moving toward you, and the reason your soul can sense it is because your nature is intuitive in a special way. Gemini, your heart may look light to people who only watch the surface, but beneath your wit and curiosity lives something profound. You don't bond because you're bored. You bond because something in your spirit recognizes a frequency in someone else, an honesty, a spark, a depth that makes you feel both seen and free. When you love with your whole presence. You remember details. You notice changes in tone. You listen between the words, and even when you act unbothered, your mind is building a map of the connection, where it's safe, where it's fragile, where it's real. That's why inconsistency hurts you more than you admit. Not because you need constant reassurance, but because your spirit craves coherence. You want words that match actions. You want energy that doesn't contradict itself. So the first quiet preparation happening within you is the release of old emotional habits, patterns you learned in survival mode, habits like overgiving to keep someone close, over-explaining yourself to prevent misunderstanding, over-apologizing for feelings that were valid, staying loyal to people long after they proved they weren't loyal to you. You are learning that not everyone deserves access to your mind, your time, your intimacy, your softness. Protecting your peace is not selfish. For you, it is sacred. It is self-respect with a spine. It is the moment you stop confusing chaos with chemistry. And as you release those habits, you create space for healthier love to enter. Love that doesn't require you to chase it. The second preparation is trusting divine timing, even when your mind wants a timeline. Gemini energy moves fast. You can feel a shift and instantly want the outcome. You can see a possibility and rush to the conclusion. But love that is rushed often breaks. Love that is aligned flows. What is meant for you does not need to be forced, tracked, or controlled. It will not require you to abandon your dignity to keep it alive. Your job is not to speed it up. Your job is to stay aligned. Aligned with your healing, aligned with your growth, aligned with the version of you that no longer negotiates your worth, because the right person can't meet you where you pretend, only where you are real. The third preparation is opening your heart without leaving the door wide open to everyone. There is a difference between being open and being available to misuse. You do not have to search frantically. You do not have to beg for signs. You do not have to push situations that feel uncertain. What belongs to you will move toward you naturally, with peace in its footsteps. And peace does not mean boring. Peace means your nervous system can breathe. Peace means you can laugh without guarding your joy. Peace means your mind doesn't spin itself into knots after every conversation. Peace means you can be curious without being anxious. It means you can be your full, multi-layered self without fear that your depth will be punished. Gemini, hear this with the deepest part of your chest. You are not too complicated to love. You are not too hard to pin down. You are not too intense, too sensitive, too late. You are simply giving your devotion to people who couldn't meet your honesty. People who wanted the entertainment of your energy without the responsibility of your heart. This coming love will feel like teamwork, not struggle. Healing won't happen by erasing your past, but by the way their presence allows your spirit to relax. Their steadiness will quiet the part of you that used to overthink everything. Their patience will soften your old defenses. Their honesty will make you feel safe again. Safe enough to speak. Safe enough to be silent. Safe enough to be human. They will bring respect. Respect for your boundaries, your dreams, your emotions, your need for space, and your need for conversation. They won't guilt you for needing time to process. They won't punish you with silence. They will communicate clearly, consistently, without games. They will treat your heart like something sacred, not something to test. They will bring affection that is purposeful, not the kind that appears only when it's convenient or when they want something from you. A steady expression of care that shows up in small ways, remembering what matters to you, showing up when it counts, choosing you when it would be easier not to. They will bring growth, the kind of love that expands your world instead of draining your spirit. And if you can feel this message landing inside you, bless this moment with a like. Not as a favor to a video, but as a quiet yes to your own future. Let it be an agreement with the version of you that is stepping forward. When this person enters your life, you will feel the difference immediately. They are not coming with exaggerated promises or half-hearted intentions. They are coming with gifts, emotional gifts your heart has needed for a long time. They will bring stability that calms the mind and softens the urge to analyze every detail. You won't have to decode their every word. You won't have to wonder if they care. Their love will be clear, consistent, and clean. They will bring partnership, not just sparks. Someone who stands beside you, shares responsibility, supports your dreams, and celebrates your wins with genuine joy. You won't have to hide parts of yourself to keep them. You won't fear losing your freedom, because their love will respect your individuality. In fact, it will make you more yourself, not less. This love aligns with your purpose. They will encourage your calling, your creativity, your growth. They will not distract you from your path. They will walk alongside it. And most importantly, this love will match your depth. You will not have to lower your standards. You will not have to water down your feelings. You will not have to pretend you're fine with half effort. This is not another karmic lesson disguised as romance. This is not another story that begins beautifully and ends painfully. This is restoration. This is divine replacement. This is a soul aligned with your spirit. You no longer have to beg to be understood. You no longer have to carry the entire connection on your back. God is sending this person now because the version of you that exists today is finally ready to receive what you once unknowingly pushed away. There was a time your walls were high, not because you didn't want love, but because love had left scars, and you learned to protect yourself with distance, jokes, busyness, and self-reliance. You learned how to move on quickly, even when your heart hadn't caught up yet. There was a time you were still healing from people who confused your loyalty with entitlement, from those who loved the way you could fix their mood but ignored the moments you needed support, from those who held your hand but never truly held your heart. You kept showing up, hoping they would finally see the devotion behind your smile. But your heartbreaks were not punishments. They were protection. They were spiritual rerouting towards something stronger, healthier, and aligned. You did not lose the right person. The right person can't be taken from you. You only released the ones who were never meant to stay. That's why your path has felt lonely at times. That's why life has pulled you into seasons where conversations slowed, messages stopped arriving, doors closed without warning. It felt harsh because you give so much. It felt unfair because you stayed loyal even when others didn't. It felt personal because when people leave, it can feel like a verdict on your worth. But this was not abandonment. This was alignment. Sometimes God isolates you, not to harm you, but to prepare you. He clears your path so your heart can reset. He quiets your world so your intuition can sharpen. He removes the noise so you can finally hear what's real. The love coming toward you cannot enter a heart still tangled in the hands that wounded it. You had to be pulled away from patterns of overgiving, patterns of being the easy one while you quietly suffered, patterns of staying loyal to people who would never truly choose you. That season of separation was not empty. It was refining. It taught you to slow down, to look within, to name what you actually want instead of accepting whatever you were given. And look at you now. Your emotions are still alive, but you're not drowning in them. Your mind is still brilliant, but it's not ruled by panic. You can revisit old memories without the same sting. You can see a past connection and finally understand the lesson without needing to reopen the wound. You've been noticing what you truly want in a partner, not what you were trained to tolerate, not what you felt pressured to accept, but what genuinely speaks to your spirit. You crave honesty. You crave depth. You crave consistency. You want someone who shows up, not someone you have to chase or convince. Lately, your sensitivity has felt heightened, almost prophetic at times. You can sense intentions faster. You can feel the energy of a situation before it fully unfolds. You can tell when someone is genuine and when they're performing. This is not you being too sensitive. This is you becoming spiritually tuned in. These signs, the deeper reflections, the clearer boundaries, the sudden disinterest in chaos, are all pointing to one message. Your heart is healing in alignment with the person who is coming. You are not becoming cold. You are becoming ready. Ready to receive a love that mirrors your spirit. Ready to open without losing yourself again. When this person steps fully into your life, you will recognize them through peace. Not the fragile peace that depends on perfect circumstances, but a steady calm that settles over you the moment they arrive. Their presence will feel honest. Their energy will feel clean. Their actions will match their words, not once, not twice, but consistently. Conversations will flow naturally. You won't feel like you have to perform a role or hide parts of yourself to be accepted. You'll be able to be playful and deep, talkative and quiet, curious and serious, without being punished for your duality. With them, connection will feel effortless, like breathing, like returning to a place your soul already knew. They will show effort without you begging for it. You won't be waiting for replies that never come. You won't be stuck reading between the lines for crumbs of clarity. This person will communicate. They will take initiative. They will make space for you instead of excuses. Your spirit will feel calm, not anxious. Your intuition will quietly say, "This is safe. This is real. Because the person moving toward you is not like what you've known before, not even close. This is not another cycle of almost love, not another chapter of blurred intentions, not another situation where you give everything and receive only fragments. This person carries a grounded, loyal spirit, the kind that doesn't vanish when life gets difficult, the kind that doesn't abandon the people they care about. They bring steady emotional presence, someone who listens, communicates honestly, and respects your boundaries. They won't rush your heart. They won't pressure your feelings. They will let love unfold without games, without manipulation, without fear. They genuinely want to build a future, not entertain you for a season. They are not arriving to waste your time. They are coming to add meaning to your life, to stand beside you, to grow with you, to create something lasting and beautifully stable. And they will recognize you instantly. Not only your charm and intelligence, but the softness you hide behind humor, the devotion you rarely show unless you feel safe. They will see your value without you proving it. They will admire your mind without trying to compete with it. They will honor your freedom without using it as an excuse to be inconsistent. So let this settle in you. What's coming is not meant to derail your destiny. It's meant to fortify it. This love is not here to change who you are. It is here to honor who you are, and to meet you with the same sincerity you've always offered. Stay receptive, stay discerning, stay close to your intuition, and if you want more guidance like this, subscribe to Astro Gemini so you don't miss the messages that find you right on time. And as we close, give this video one more like if your spirit felt seen today. Your yes matters. Your faith matters. Your healing matters. Gemini, the love that is meant for you is not a chase. It is an arrival. It is peace with spark. It is depth with laughter. It is honesty with devotion. And when it finally steps into your life, you won't have to force anything. You'll simply know. If you want to hear everything the universe has to say to you, watch these other videos on our channel.